A lot of the times you spend hours, maybe even days preparing for a shot at something, like my leopard. Once it's in the crosshairs, it's over within a split second. And other times, the hunt goes by so fast, you barely realize it. The spotted hyena hunt was definitely in the second category.
As Nigel and Cappy both said from their experience of hunting in the bush, this hyena is a really beautiful one because he's not mangy, and yeah, I'm really proud of him. What do you think of him?
I think he's a cool dude. Maybe we'll have to drink more wine tonight to celebrate. I think that's why that we got up late this morning, as Peter made us drink too much wine. Isn't that correct, Nigel?
100%.
100%. But things happen for a reason, and time means nothing in the bush, I've decided.
Hyenas look and act a lot like dogs, but they're really felines.
They have a kind of a smell to them. You could smell it.
I'll bet when you skin them, I bet they stink worse than a coyote.
Cappy and Nigel both agreed that my hyena looked like he just came back from the hair salon.
Well done, Mackenzie.
Thanks, Nigel.
Good shooting. You smacked him straight on the shoulder, and down he went.
Angled right in.
He didn't even bat an eyelid.
Oh, really dropped.
He does smell a bit, doesn't he?
He has a little bit of a smell, but it's kind of, it's not, it's a kind of a weird, different smell that I've never smelled, so I don't know if it's bad or good.
Pick up his head then. How are his teeth?
They're big, they're pretty neat.
It stinks, man.
Cappy even calls them the devil of the bush, probably because they're so ugly. But actually, I think they're pretty cool looking.
We shot one of the devils of the bush. And guess what? Cappy got it all on film. In real time.
Nigel was taking us out to an area that he liked for elephant. And as we were driving down the road, we came across a small herd of sable. There was a bull in the herd that we had seen a couple nights back after a long buffalo hunt, and it was a little too late to try for him. I really wanted a sable on the safari. It's my mom's favorite animal, and they're just awesome. We drove down the road, keeping an eye on the sable, and then all of a sudden the trackers in the back kind of pitter-pattered on the roof and pointed out to Nigel that there was another sable bull behind some trees on this other side of the road. So we stopped. The sable was walking through some dense brush. I got out, me and Nigel walked a little bit down the road, so I got up on the sticks and waited for him to walk through my crosshairs.
I don't think I shot him back. They said he went straight down.
He down?
I thought because I waited until he walked right into my...
Your crosshair?
Okay. Like he did on the ledgeway.
Cool.
Yeah, it looks like the one from the other night.
That's one from the other evening, yeah. He was obviously...
Ooh, lions just jumped on him.
Ah.
He was obviously following the herd. He wasn't actually with them, but that's the exact one. Oh.
Okay. Whoa, he's kind of propped up perfectly for Cappy. He's pretty.
Aim small?
Miss Small.
That's correct.
Yep, we've seen him twice. This is really the only sable I've ever seen in a while. Well, bull, big bull. And I'm happy with him, and he's a very pretty animal.
And this is pretty much totally wild Africa here,
Yep.
isn't it?
And this probably won't be my last Sable. I can just tell you that.
Better get Mr. Nigel to come in.
Nigel, come in here.
So what do you think? He wouldn't stop at my clapping, would he?
Or you're whistling.
Or my whistling.
And so I just waited till he walked into the...
The only thing that stopped him was the shot, eh? And that was literally right here.
Yep.
He took 3 steps and collapsed in a perfect... This is exactly how he collapsed, eh?
Yeah.
We didn't rig him up or do anything to him. This is exactly how he fell.
This is my mom's favorite animal, the Sable. I know that she's going to one day come shoot one. It's probably going to be bigger than my first one, but she needs to do that. It's just like a 48-incher.
Nestled between Mount Kilimanjaro and the active volcano Mount Meru, Arusha National Park offers a rich cross-section of flora and fauna and stunning landscapes in 3 distinct geographical areas. With its close proximity to Arusha city, a visit to the park provided an excellent break from the Youngblood team's busy safari schedule. We spent the day taking in the sights and sounds of one of Tanzania's most striking regions. From the main entrance of the Momella Gate, the first of 3 sections opens up to the west. Tuluja Hill provides magnificent overlooks of grasslands on which herds of buffalo graze. Before the savanna gives way to the high montane forest and the rugged slopes of Mount Meru. The eastern slopes of the volcano form the western border of Arusha National Park. The eastern half of the park starts on the road to Momella Lakes, along which giraffes, blue monkeys, and small gray-brown antelope called dik-dik can often be seen. The Momella Lakes region of Arusha National Park contains 7 shallow alkaline lakes that are home to over 50 waterfowl species throughout the year. They serve as a vacation destination for a wide range of migrant waterfowl between October and April. Formed in the aftermath of massive volcanic activity from Mount Meru a 250,000 years ago, the lakes are fed via underground streams. Grebes, ducks, ibis, and Egyptian geese can be found across the region, but the most distinctive avian feature of the lakes are the huge flocks of flamingos that dwell on Big Momella. Hundreds of greater and lesser flamingos can be viewed swimming or wading the waters of the lake, or congregating on small islets. Bridging the second and third areas of Arusha National Park is a region south of Momella Lakes called the Small Serengeti. In glades that have been opened in the forest here, grazing species like giraffe, zebra, and Cape buffalo live in abundance and share the grassland. Giraffes subsist on a diet of twigs of acacia trees and other leaves and fruits, and are capable of eating over 65 pounds a day. When young are attacked, the mother will retaliate against the predator with powerful kicks and sharp hooves. The kick of an adult giraffe is strong enough to instantly kill a lion by crushing its skull. Within Arusha National Park, zebra are found only in the Small Serengeti. The small population of zebras in the park separates into harems of one stallion and several mares and their foals, or into bachelor groups of immature males who tend to stick together until old enough to challenge a stallion. Buffalo tend to feed at night and avoid activity during the day, preferring to wallow in shallow pools or mud to keep cool. Their constant grazing helps ensure that no trees reestablish themselves in the grassland. South of the small Serengeti stands the Ngordato Forest, and within it, Ngordato Crater. Dwelling among the treetops are families of black and white colobus monkeys, easily distinguished by their flowing white tails and surprisingly low-pitched roaring calls. The more common primate inhabitant of the Ngordato forest is the olive baboon. These baboons live in troops numbering between 30 and 100 members. The species is the most widespread of all baboons. While the bulk of their diet consists of grass, roots, fruits, and other plant life, olive baboons are omnivorous and will eat almost anything they can get their hands on, including small mammals and birds. They also hunt in groups, preying upon small antelope like the dik-dik. Outside Arusha National Park, olive baboons have been known to hunt animals as large as sheep and goats. Our cameras caught sight of a pair of white-coated young baboons like this one being groomed by an adult female. When we asked the park staff about them, the rangers were surprised and wanted to see the footage themselves. They didn't seem to be albino variations, but the park staff hadn't seen them before. At the end of the day, like our young white friend, it was time for the Youngblood team to venture back into the wild and get back to business.
We're gonna move up the road a little bit, see if we can catch the impala again. But Nigel had been sick for a few days. He asked if we'd mind going with the different page that afternoon, Peter. We said yes, we'll go with him, get your rest, and we'll meet up with you later for dinner. Even though this was our first time hunting with Peter, him and his crew had been with us right from the start. We caught back up with the impala herd and found another good spot to take a shot from. Range them for me, Dad. Peter set the sticks up, I got the gun on the sticks, looked through the herd, found a great specimen.
207. The one on the left.
The one walking's the biggest. There, see that one right there, Peter? Never mind. That's the ones that we were gonna shoot the other day.
But he never quite gave me a perfect shot. After the herd moved on, Peter suggested that we go down to another spot where he felt that the impala would be, so we walked a little ways. Call drone. Call drone. No, call drone. What?
What's Dad?
No. We just need to keep looking for elephant. We've missed out on the impala herd, and pretty much any time somebody asked me what I wanted to look for, I said elephant. No elephants, no plains game, just sand. Peter called the truck up so we could head back towards camp. We only drove about a mile down the road when a herd of impala crossed the road in front of us.
Step on really quick, come on.
The truck had them alerted, so I wouldn't have much time to get ready.
The one facing us, Peter? He's a big one.
Nice impala, my kid. Excellent.
We've been trying to get an impala for a few days, and today actually 2 males ran out in front of us and just stopped, and me and Captain bailed out and got guns, and then Peter followed up behind us. We're actually traveling with Peter today because our main PH, Nigel, came down with some kind of bug. He chose the biggest out of the 2, and this is him, and put a one-shot drop kill on him, and what do you think?
I think he's pretty nice. He's probably as big as we've seen here, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's the biggest bodied impala.
He's a big bodied impala, I think.
He's really smooth.
Peter, how does the bodies here compare with other parts? He looks like a big bodied impala.
Yes.
So you get a couple of meals out of him to eat him, wouldn't you?
Yes.
We had a great morning looking into Hyena and Sable. They're great trophies, but we started out looking for elephant, and that's what we really need to get back to. The region that Nigel brought us to was packed with pachyderm. They were all over the place. And as we rolled in there, I knew this was going to be the spot where we'd find the big legal bull. Leave your hat here since you have brown hair. Because Nigel said the elephants are scared of this stuff. So you might want to take yours off, because I can't. Because look at this. There's a comparison.
You see how impressive it looks from behind like that? Okay. It looks beautiful, yeah. But we just got to be very careful and get around.
Because there's two of them.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, one's looking our way.
I think there's actually another 2. I think there's a total of 4 there. Go slowly. That elephant's standing, listening for us, okay? We need to, rather than look at the elephant, concentrate on where we're walking, okay? Because if they hear a crunch, they're gonna move off, okay?
We've seen so many elephants. They were everywhere. I kept asking Nigel, would that bull be legal? He's like, no, it's probably 20 to 25 pounds. I was like, man. And so we drove down the road a little bit further, caught a tracked a little bit more, found another bull. I said, that one looks like he could be legal. What do you think he is, Nigel? What do you think he is?
I'm not happy with it because it's thin. Look at the lip, it's very, very thin. It looks long, okay? It's the longest ivory we've seen. But I'm still, it's touch and go, okay? And I'm not happy with it. I would like to look at a couple more elephant bulls in this area first. And then we might come back and have a look at him again. But that's what I'd like to do with this.
As we got back in the truck and drove down the road, I thought to myself, you know, I never want to hear 25 to 30 pounds again. I mean, that's all I hear on this safari. Nothing over 35 pounds. Come on, man, I thought we were in Tanzania. I thought there was a big elephant here.
Are these the 2 we saw the other day?
And there's another one too, there's 3. Yeah.
Is he small too?
I haven't seen the 3rd one.
There were so many elephants around us, but they were all too small, even though they're the size of a small house. And then Nigel really started talking about shot placement. So then in my mind, I kind of started thinking, wait, so there is a legal bull in this group.
Your mind just saying, right, if I'm going to brain shoot it, I'm going to hit it here. If I'm going to body shoot it, I'm going to hit it there, okay? Have a look at it and picture it out, okay?
And Nigel's like, no, dude, there's only a 25, 30 pounder, but I just want you to look at him and get good shot placement. And I was just kind of like, oh, okay. So he looked at the shot placement.
So they put their trunks up like that. Yeah. They're tasting like that. Okay, that is eating now.
Are they just hiding behind a big tree, or I don't know what was going on. I was just, frustrated. They ran. Being a 14-year-old kid, you have your limits and your expectations. You go out hoping that you're gonna get the elephant within the first 5 days, but then your limits are you don't wanna be out there the whole safari, not seeing nothing, tracking every elephant up, and still not a legal bull. It was just getting tough. I was having a hard time. The quest for that elephant is still ongoing. We've got some great Tanzanian plains game this week, a whole lot of bait to lure in one of those big Simbas we have tabs on. Until next week, see you then.